Hello, and thank you so much for taking the time to actually watch my video. This video will be of help to you if you are looking to improve your art of conversation. It might be that you're perhaps struggling in this area and you want to be able to perhaps move a conversation forward in a better way. Yeah. Now, conversation, being able to talk to people, is something which we all learn, and it's something which we can all improve should we choose to. That's the first thing we need to remember. I'm going to talk about some of the things that I do, how I actually use these different strategies to actually make conversations flow better for me, especially when I'm in a selling situation. I'm involved in sales and marketing, and quite often you're obviously, you need to be able to guide the conversation in a way that is going to be ultimately, in the end, to my benefit. Yeah. Now, some of the things that I do. The first thing that I look for when I begin talking to somebody, and it's not something which I consciously look at the person and do. It's something which will, in the end, begin to come naturally. Is I start to look for a common ground. Yeah. Now, it could be anything. It could be that the person that you're talking to, might have an interest in football. It might be that they're interested in a certain sport. It might be that as you've been talking to them, they've let slip about something that their daughter's interested in and that they follow. Anything that you can find, I'm on about now when you first start talking to this person, anything that you can find that you can actually mention and then let them talk about is going to be good. Yeah, especially if you're trying to sell them something. People love to hear the sound of their own voice. Yeah, I'm often being told this myself, but it is true. People who like to talk, they like hearing the sound of their own voice. So if someone asks them a question or expresses an interest in something which they do, and then all of a sudden they can start talking about what they do, that will immediately go in your favour. The person that you're conversing with will all of a sudden be able to tell his life story, talk about all the things that he likes, but he will, without knowing, immediately start taking more like to you because you are showing him time. Yeah, you are showing him the time, you are giving him space, the freedom to emphasize and obviously talk about what he's interested in. People love that. Yeah. So that's the first thing I do. I look for something that that person might be interested in, something that they like talking about, and I let them go with it. Yeah. This is something which, again, you will master over a period of time. You'll learn to see the different things that you can pick up on, which you can kind of bring into the conversation, which can actually bring that person around to mentioning what it is they're actually interested in. Yeah. The second thing I try and do, which again is really important, and again this is something which you'll pick up over time, is I'll try and not completely act as that person is acting, but I will try and in some way mirror my personality almost to that person's personality. Yeah. So if that person's talking quietly, I will begin to talk quietly. If that person's loud, he's like me, he might be that he's from East London and he's very loud, I will immediately change my vocabulary and my voice, my level. I will try and match it to his. Yeah. Because people like talking to people who are like themselves. Yeah. So immediately when you're talking to that person, that person subconsciously is thinking, this bloke's just like me. Well, guess what? He's going to like you more because you are on his wavelength. You are like him. He is seeing almost a mirrored version of himself. This will only ever go in your favour. Yeah. It can't go any other way. Yeah. Something else which I try and do is I try and act. Again, this is more in a selling situation. You might act differently if you're obviously talking, if you've just met a woman that you want to impress. But in some situations, I will try and act a little bit. I can't think of another word other than vulnerable or inferior, because when a person is talking to you, if they feel like they have got the upper hand on the conversation, they will immediately like that. Yeah, it's for whatever reason, human nature. They will immediately feel super. You know, if you can let that person feel a little bit kind of at a higher level than yourself, again, this will immediately go in your favour. Yeah. So, you know, these are something which we really, really, really need to take on board. If you're trying to converse and move a conversation forward, all these little tricks, all these little strategies, all these little what I call gold nuggets, they will all help you along the way. Obviously, if like me, when you're in a selling situation, there's times when you have to bring the conversation back. You have to obviously try and obviously you have to take control, and you need to do it in a good way. Yeah, but perhaps that's the subject for another video. Something else which I think is critical if you are trying to become more in the eyes of this person that you're talking to, is humour. Now, for me, this is something which I don't think often comes across in my YouTube videos, because unfortunately, when I'm talking to a camera, I do sometimes find it difficult to actually be myself completely. Yeah, but for me, when I'm in a face-to-face situation and I'm talking to somebody, I'm very quickly the person feels that I'm humorous. I've been told this by loads of different people that I make them laugh, yeah. And this for me has only ever been a attribute, yeah, because everybody wants happiness in their life. Everybody wants laughter in their life. Everybody wants humour, joy, and all these things are brought around by people who have got something funny to say, yeah. So this is something else which for me is a major attribute. Yeah, it's helped me so much in my life. Yeah, being able to talk to people and being able to joke and laugh and smile. These are things which will, they can help you climb mountains. They really, really can. And that's why it's so important that you learn and understand what these different strategies are, yeah, because they could be in a make or break. They could be the difference between you getting a job and not getting a job. They could be the difference between a girl saying yes to a date and no to a date. Yeah, these attributes, these skills, whatever you want to call them, they will play a fundamental part in your life, and they're so important that to not, to look at them blindly, to pay them no attention, to pass them by, is idiotic. I can't think of another word for it. Yeah, you might not have a degree in a particular area or field that somebody else has, but if you've got a degree or the equivalent of a degree in the art of communication, yeah, if you can get on someone's good side, if you can make them smile, if you can make them laugh, this will take you further than any piece of paper ever could. Yeah, I honestly believe that. Yeah, so focus on these different skills which I've been talking about. One other thing which I will just mention um, is body language. When you're talking to people, being how you're sitting, perhaps with your arms not crossed, obviously, sitting there and obviously looking at the person, focusing on what they're talking about when they're talking and you're listening. This again, you're paying this person attention. You're acting like you're interested, even when sometimes you might not be. Yeah, even when sometimes you might not be, you've still got to maintain this appearance. Yeah, this is the art of sales. Yeah, no doubt about it. this is the art of sales. Yeah, but these things that I've been talking about are not just for selling situations. They are for you to move forward as a person, as a whole. They really are. You can move forward, at a fast pace or a slow pace. But if you choose to learn these skills, and if you learn to put them in practice, if you learn to, be critical of what people are, what they're saying to you, listening to what they're saying, you know, looking for the gold nuggets that the information that person's putting out to you, and then turning the conversation around and making the person feel like they're being raised up. This is an art which, if you can learn, like I said, I know I've said it before, but it can take you forward massively. Learn the art of conversation. Watch this video again. Watch other videos again. Anything that can make you understand and calculate and look at how conversations actually progress. Yeah, what makes a conversation good. Listen to people having conversations and bouncing off each other, and what's good about the conversation and what's negative, because this will take you forward in life, leaps and bounds. I'm going to end it there. Please, if you got anything out of this video, and I really do hope you did. If you did get anything out of this video, please consider subscribing. Yeah, because all my videos are all about helping you. You won't get anything negative on my channel. I've got things about my OCD which in some ways are negative, but that's obviously personal to me. Most of my videos, my personal development videos, well, all of them, they are all designed to be inspirational for you. Yeah, so please consider subscribing. Please also, if you are still watching, please give this video a thumbs up, and please, if there's anything which you think that I left out which is critical to what I've been talking about, please mention it, because guess what, I'm still learning. Yeah, I learn how to be a better communicator every day. Yeah, so one thing which I always do, I keep my ears open and I listen to what people are saying, and I'm always learning. Yeah, this is what you've got to do as well. Please subscribe, please give me a thumbs up, I'd really appreciate it. Please leave a comment, positive or negative. And please, if you can, I'd really appreciate it if you shared my video to your social media networks, because obviously I'm trying to build my channel and it enables me to be able to make more videos. Thank you so much.